In the twilight of their lives, in a dimly lit retirement home, we find echoes of love fading. It is here that we meet the elderly residents, each with a unique story to tell, each with a longing they hold dear. If one listens carefully, the silence of the rooms isn't really silent. The walls echo with whispers of bygone days. The air reverberates with faint laughter and sobs of yesteryears. There's Mr. and Mrs. Smith, a couple who were once joined at the hip, living, breathing as one entity. Their daily routine now is a stark contrast to their vibrant past. They sit apart, the distance that separates them emblematic of the emotional chasm that has grown between them over time. They exchange words, conversations that seem mundane and monotonous. Yet beneath the surface, their words carry a sense of longing, a yearning for their seldom visiting children. Each echoing footstep in the corridor brings a spark of hope, only to be extinguished by the of another disappointment. In another corner of the homely establishment, we find Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson lives alone, her world now confined to the four walls of her room. Her most prized possession, a faded family portrait, has become a constant reminder of what once was. The promise made by her daughter, "I'll call you soon, Mom," still lingers in the quiet air of her room, echoing, resonating, a promise yet to be kept. Then there's Mr. Gupta, a man of few words, who carries the air of unspoken sorrow around him. In his solitude, he gazes out of his window at setting sun, a sight that brings him bittersweet memories. In his hand, a cold device beeps, displaying a text message from his son. Despite the words of love, they do little to fill the gaping void left by his physical absence. In the common room, a movie night gathers, the feeble attempt to keep loneliness at bay. Yet the sight of vacant chairs only adds to the melancholy, serving as stark reminders of absent loved ones. Stories from their youth are shared in the garden, evoking laughter tinged with a sadness that only they could comprehend. Underneath their solitude and heartache, a poignant message emerges. A message that is as timeless as it is true. It's a reminder for all. Let us not forget the love and sacrifices of our elders. They deserve our time and affection always. Let's remember our time with them is precious and irreplaceable.